during our experience this evening, as we were sitting for Peter, I noticed that a face was coming through him, and it was my brother-in-law, Tony, who is Carol's dad, and she also noticed at the same time.
Yeah, I noticed Peter's face changed, and he was moving his head sort of down, and as he moved his head down, it looked just like my father's hair, and then as he lifted his head, I could see my father's face on Pete's face. It just looked totally like my father. And then a bit later on, during the trance evening that we had, I was very fortunate in that Peter beckoned me to come forward to him, but it was actually my dad, Tony. So he beckoned me with his finger to come forward, which I did, and then his hands were like this, so it was for me to kneel down, because otherwise I was standing over him, and in bending down, he could see me better, because he did open his eyes a bit later on. As I kneeled down, I was asked to take my glasses off, which I took them off, and he put one hand on my right eye and one hand on my head. And I actually do have an issue with my right eye, because I had an accident playing badminton in my 20s. I'm now in my 50s. And as a result of that accident, I had a detached retina, and I've had 2 operations on that right eye, and I still have issues with that now, particularly as I've got older. So it was interesting that he put his hand on, that the hand was placed as if giving healing to me at the time. Then his hand moved away, and both hands were on the back of my head. And I heard Jenny, my auntie, and 1 or 2 others saying, "Oh, that's definitely Tony, that's definitely Tony." And I hadn't been looking up, and I looked up, and his eyes had opened, and he was looking at me. And it was at that point, he put his hand here, and this power came from him, this power of love that was palpable, and it went past me, and it actually went to all the sitters that were sitting. They could actually feel that love that was coming through. It was coming through Pete, but it was my father coming through to me. And then he blew me a kiss, and then I went back to my seat. But I am totally and utterly blown away, because I've never experienced anything like that at all. It was amazing.
It was absolutely a wonderful evening with Peter.
Yes, it was.
And as Carol has already said, there was an overwhelming feeling of unconditional love that came through. It was fantastic.
Thank you.